Hello all. Today we are going to see an interesting topic. So, can you all able to hear me? Yes, you can, right? So, how is this possible? This is possible because of the sound. The sound is what that makes you to hear what I am speaking. How sounds are produced? They are produced by vibrating bodies. Vibrations are nothing but the to and fro or back and forth motion of an object. Now, take a plate and a spoon. Tap it. What you can observe? You can hear the sound. On the other hand, you can feel the movement produced in the plate. That is nothing but the vibrations. In short, when you swing, the swing goes back and forth. That is what is all about to and fro motion. This is what a vibration does. So basically, the sounds are produced by vibration. The vibration of a body produces sound. Here comes various musical instruments. You can see flute, tabla, veena and harmonium. How do you guess sound is produced in these musical instruments? Now let us take a sitar, a veena. They have strings present in them. When you press the string, sounds are produced because the string starts to vibrate. This vibration produces the sound. In a tabla, when you tap it, sounds are produced. Therefore, it is the stretched membrane that produces the sound in a tabla. Flute, there are holes. When you blow a flute, sound is produced. Now, how sound are produced by human beings? Human beings have a part called as larynx or the voice box, which is present in the neck region. Now, as you speak, you just touch your neck region. You can feel some kind of movement present there, right? This movement is nothing but the sound produced due to the larynx or the voice box. There are two vocal cords and are stretched across the voice box or the larynx in such a way that it leaves a slit between them for the passage of air. When the air passes through them, the vocal cord around them stretches and it produces sound. This is how we are able to talk and we are able to produce the sound. So basically it is all about the larynx, the voice box, which is present at the upper end of the windpipe, are responsible for the sound production. Now there are two girls standing. A girl is talking and is heard by the other girl. So how is it possible? It is possible since the sound travels in the air. The sound that I speak, it travels, it moves through the air to the ear of the other girl. Therefore, the sound requires a medium to travel. It just cannot travel in a vacuum. A vacuum is nothing but absence of air. Therefore, a sound needs a medium to travel. Is air alone a medium? No. There are also other mediums through which a sound travels. But it is a principal medium, air, through which we can hear everything that happens around us. So, what are all the other mediums? It is like any solids like wood or metal, water, air. That is, solids, liquids and air are all the medium through which a sound travels. Now, ask your friend to sit at one corner of a bench and ask him to lie down. You sit in other corner and start tapping the bench. Will your friend sitting at the other end would be able to hear what you do? Yes, of course, he can able to hear the tapping of the sound because the sound travels through the particles present in the solid, that is the wood. Now, when you are in a water body such as a swimming pool, when you talk, air bubbles are formed which indicates that some kind of sound travels through them. Therefore, a sound can travel through water, through air, through solid and through all forms of matter. So, how can we able to hear the sound? Simply by our ears. Ears helps in hearing sound. As you see, the ear has an eardrum present within it. Eardrum is nothing but a stretched membrane through which we can able to hear the sound. When sound particles touches the eardrum, they start to vibrate to and fro, producing some vibrations which passes into our ears and through nerves connected to brain it produces signals and everything, and due to this we can able to hear the sound. This is the basic thing. So eardrum is all about. Therefore they say don't put any kind of sharp objects in your ears. Now let's see some of the important terminologies related to sound. Oscillatory motion, amplitude, time period, frequency and pitch. When we ride a swing, it goes front and back, front and back, front and back. This is what is all about called as an oscillatory motion. Oscillation is nothing but front and back. You can see some of the clocks having that handle which goes right and left, right and left, right and left. That is nothing but the oscillatory motion. Those produces vibration and also called as an oscillatory motion. Now, coming to the second term, amplitude. What is an amplitude is all about? An amplitude and frequency are two important properties of any sound. Now, before that, oscillations produced per second is called as an frequency. Frequency is expressed in terms of hertz. Similar how we express length in terms of meter, kilometer, etc. Frequency is measured in terms of hertz. Its symbol is Hz. A frequency of 1 hertz is in 1 oscillation per second. Okay, now coming to amplitude. Can you able to distinguish between the sounds that now I produce, now I give? Wait. Meh. Mo. Ka, ka, ka. What you can able to hear? First, the meh is a sound produced by goats. Ma is a sound produced by cows. Ka, ka, ka are the sound produced by crows. How are you able to distinguish between them? Because each animal has its own significant sounds. And amplitude is what determines this. Therefore, it is the amplitude and frequency produced by each individual person that determines how the sound is. You can able to differentiate between the voice of your mother and your sister, right? Between that of your father and your brother. Between that of your two friends. So basically, sound plays an important role in everything that we hear around us. And amplitude is the measurement of a sound which determines the difference in the sound. Therefore, oscillations, frequency, amplitude are an important terminologies when we come to sound. Now, there is also a term called as pitch. What is a pitch? You can able to differentiate between the sound produced by a drum and that of a whistle, right? As you can see here, the sound produced by the two are shown in form of waves. The difference between the two is its pitch, or also called as the sharpness. When you hear some rock beat songs, it will be in a high pitch. Whereas when you hear a melody song, they will have a low pitch. Audible and inaudible sound. Can human beings hear every sound? No, it is not possible. We can able to hear sound that is present in the range of 20 to 20,000 hertz alone. The frequency range should be from 20 to 20,000 hertz. The sound produced only in this frequency can be heard by human beings. Other than this, we cannot hear any sound. That is, sounds produced in frequency below 20 Hz or sounds produced in frequency above 20,000 Hz cannot be heard by human beings. Whereas, there are animals which has different frequency range. They can hear below 20 Hz or above 20,000 Hz. It is only for human beings who can hear the sound of frequency between the range 20 to 20,000 Hz. For example, ultrasonic sounds are sounds produced above 20,000 Hz frequency. Those sound range cannot be audible to an human ear. This is all about audible and inaudible sounds. Now coming to the next one, noise and music. What is a noise? It is an unpleasant sound. What is a music? It is a pleasant sound that gives us happiness. When you strike a hammer against the nail in your wall, that tuck, 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 it irritates you, right? It gives us headache, and when they drill some holes, when they put bore, every sound we hear during a construction of building, those are all the noise which irritates us. The noise produces noise pollution, children. Can you imagine? It will irritate us, it will cause us stress. Now, you're hearing to peacefully the lectures in your classroom, to what your teacher teaches, and you hear someone constructs a building near to your school. Will you be able to concentrate what the teacher teaches? No, you will be distracted. So what are all the measures to control noise pollution? Uses of automobile horns should be minimized. The noisy operations must be conducted away from residential area. Noise producing industries should be set up away from such areas. TV and music system should be run at low volumes. Trees must be planted. You know, the leaves of the trees absorbs the excess noises, thereby reducing noise pollution. And planting trees also improves the nature. It also creates an imbalance in our ecosystem. So plant more trees, children. Plant more trees. These are all the simple way to conserve our earth, our mother nature. Thereby, planting trees has solution to many problems. Noise pollution, water pollution, soil pollution, everything. So here comes the summary of what we have learnt in this lesson. Thank you.